Send them packing. Take it in close.
Oh, they've seen us.
Watch out!
Boom, I'm in a good position. Open fire! Now! Help some gunfire. Appreciate it.
Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Beam barrage!
Destroyed. Move in and strike. Shadow strike. Slide knife. Move in and do some damage.
Block this!
Upper hand. Now, my turn. Shadow run. Fire carnival.
Let's aim! Follow up with melee attack.
Slide knife.
Dinner
Move in and
is
do some damage.
Hope I didn't get in the way.
Open fire! Follow me!
Shadow strike.
This is hot! Aura activated! Your turn! Appreciate it! Split aim!
Early bird.
Look at that! Follow up with melee attack!
Sliding.
Baby! This is
Move in and
hot!
keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me!
Side slash.
Send them back!
Now, melee attack. Upper hand.
Split aim! I'm in a good position! Open fire!
Shadow runner.
Chrome armor!
Touch me up. Sliding slider. That put a dent in him. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Give them hell!
Shadow
Leave this
strike.
to me. I'm almost down, but not out.
Side slash. My adrenaline's rising.
Next
We can
drink's
do
on
this.
me!
Sliding slinger. Stream edge. This is wearing me down. I'm not gonna make it.
What the hell happened here? You don't think that one Sinicula could have killed all these simius? Unless... what?
This is bad.
What's bad? I don't follow you.
That Sinicula. It's a Tyrant.
Huh? But it looks just like any other Sinicula.
Think about it. Your typical simius is way higher up on the food chain than your typical Sinicula, right? Usually we'd find one simius standing over 3 or 4 Sinicula corpses. But here, the tables have been turned. And I don't see a single trace of any other indigents in the area. There's only one explanation. That Sinicula is a Tyrant.
Let me check the Blade Report database. If there's a Tyrant this close to the city, someone must have run across it. Bingo. There was a Sinicula Tyrant sighted not too long ago, but it was a couple of segments further out.
It could have followed the blade that spotted it back towards New LA, or come here to feed, or who knows what.
That's crazy. I can't believe there's a Tyrant right on our doorstep and HQ isn't doing a thing about it.
Well, don't forget why they sent us here in the first place. Frontier Nav's range is still limited.
Oh, right. They couldn't track it if there's no local probe. They must have lost it when it went off the grid. The Tyrant designation is given to creatures that pose a special threat in memory of him. That doesn't always mean raw strength. Some Tyrants will actually register as low rank when we find them out in the field and engage them in combat.
But don't let that fool you. If a creature shows up as a Tyrant, you can be sure it's got at least one nasty trait or ability to speak of. The system can't account for everything, though, so don't let your guard down, no matter what rank it assigns. Even some of Blade's very best teams have come back with serious injuries after running into a Tyrant in the field. If they come back at all. As long as you understand the risks involved. Lynn?
Count me in. The same goes for everyone in New LA, but if we're gonna settle here on this planet, we're gonna have to get used to dealing with Tyrants now and then. Besides, if I need to, I can always run away while it's busy chewing on one of you guys.
Fair enough. But don't push it, okay? Either of you. If we can take it down, great, but if not, even just luring it away would be a moral victory. As long as we buy enough time to install the probe, we can use Frontier Nav to track it, or any other Tyrant that comes this close to the city from now on. Just make sure you're ready before we attack. This'll be tougher than anything else we've faced.
like knocking people around. Split phase! Look at that! Follow up with melee attack.
Primer!
Chrome armor!
Shadow Strike!
Assault hammer! Top one! Fire away!
Target in sight! Scream Edge!
Recuperate!
Side Slash!
Armor!
Upper Hand!
Split phase! Look at that! Follow up with melee attacks.
Early Bird! Light! Appendage destroyed! Move in and strike!
Block this!
Shadow Strike!
Flame grenade!
Upper Hand!
Split phase!
We are awesome!
Nice work, Lynn. You fought well. You did too. Now let's get down to business and install that data probe. If we stay here for long, there's no telling what other playmates might show up. This beam of light indicates a frontier nav site. It marks the ideal spot to bury the probe.
Okay, the probe should be ready for insertion. I'll just boot it up.
Thanks, Lynn. The top half of the cylinder contains the probe itself. The bottom half is a laser. It dissolves the soil so the probe can burrow to the proper depth. We tried just planting them on the surface at first, but we kept running into problems with the local wildlife damaging the goods. Burying them is going to save us all a lot of time and headaches in the long run. We all set?
Yes, ma'am. Whenever you're ready.
Why don't you do the honors? You can launch it right from your comm device. Give it a try. Good. Now we just need to give it a minute to reach the target depth.
And installation complete. We are now online with a solid connection to Frontier Nav.
Excellent. See? At the end of the day, there's really not much to it. The hardest part was calculating the ideal probe locations. We need them spread out evenly to maximize data collection.
Yep, planting probes is easy. And the more we plant, the more likely we are to find missing crew. So anytime you see a probe site, there's no excuse not to plant that sucker.
That'll do it for your training. Let's head back to the barracks and report to Secretary Nagi.
Get this started.
Locked and loaded.
They're off guard. Stagger them with a melee attack.
Wobble.
Wow!
Fire grenade!
Fire carnival!
Scream edge! Side flash!
Split edge! Chrome armor!
Upper hand!
Wow!
Slide! Move in and do some damage.
Block this!
Shadow
Close
Yes,
in!
sir.
Hope I didn't get in the way. seen us!
Open fire!
Target! Again for me!
Split gauge!
Trash truck!
Scream in the night! Move in and do some damage! Shadow strike!
Recuperate!
Now! Melee
Chrome
attacks!
armor!
Flame cloak!
I owe you one.
Slide! Wow!
The top! Heal me
I
up!
should heal up first.
I'm doing good! Your turn to land a hit.
Trash truck!
Speed barrage!
Slap that to the tentative. Move in and keep the rhythm going.
Leave it to me!
Fire carnival!
Slide! It's destroyed. Move in and strike. Primer!
Baby! This is hot!
Nice. Move in and do some damage.
Easy peasy.
Nice work.
They've seen us!
Random pack!
Now,
This
mine
is close! Put it back!
Carnival!
Follow up with melee attack! Speed barrage!
Move in and do some damage.
Repair!
Trash truck! Iron priest!
Recuperate! Aura activated! Your turn!
Slide! Flicker!
Almost done.
Shadow
Shut
strike!
out!
This is hot!
Wild dash!
Split gauge!
Hope I didn't get in
True
the
on any
way.
planet.
No rest for the wicked.
Flame cloak!
I owe you one.
Armor!
Move in and do some damage.
Speed barrage!
Fire carnival!
Shadow strike!
Split gauge!
Sorry, I can't seem to get fired up.
My adrenaline's rising. Slide! Flicker!
Iron
Look at that!
priest!
Follow up with melee attack!
Science
Easy peasy.
Let's keep it up.